Simply put, it's amazing what McCollum and the Bearcats have done this year. The Bearcats have replaced one of the greatest Division II basketball players of all time, swapping out a lineup with 4 seniors to one with 2 freshmen. And here we find Northwest at 32-0 and the only unbeaten in all levels of men's college basketball. The Bearcats have shown very little signs of youth this year, though, despite 3 of their 7 regular players being freshmen. Trevor Hudgens, Diego Bernard, and Xavier Rhodes. Hudgens, the MIAA Freshman of the Year, first team All-Conference, while Bernard, an honorable mention recipient on the All-Defensive team. The Northwest now rolls into the postseason as the host of the Central Region with more success hopefully on this team's horizon. It's still been an impressive run nonetheless.
You know, just being 32-0 with younger kids, not all younger kids, but some of them, and a group that didn't have a lot of experience last season, I think it says a lot about the kind of kids that we have in our program and you know, their mental toughness and their ability to be consistent.
I think we've grown a lot. We've matured over the year. We're definitely still learning, still growing. I think just we're learning every single game.
Now, one guy who isn't a young buck is the MIAA Player of the Year, Joey Woodis. He continued his tremendous senior season by winning the MIAA Tournament MVP and eclipsing the 1,000-point mark as a Bearcat in Sunday's win. He is closing in on the records for single-season points and three-pointers and is a possible National Player of the Year, but Joey Buckets, yeah, he remains humble.
I mean, they're definitely cool awards and stuff, but, you know, it wouldn't be possible without, you know, the coaches and, you know, my teammates and stuff. So the amount of work that we all put in and, you know, going through preseason and just the length of the regular season, you know, sticking with it each day of practice and each game, and just the unselfishness that we have out there on the floor. It's just a special group of guys to play with.
Here's a look at the schedule for this week. First game of the regional goes to Washburn and Southern, all MIAA matchup 3-6 at noon on Saturday. Second quarterfinal is defending national runner-up Northern State and Southeastern Oklahoma State, a 2-7 matchup at 2:30. The night session begins with Northwest and Mankato at 6 on Saturday, 1-8 matchup. Then it's St. Cloud State and Southern Nazarene in the 4-5. Early semifinal on Sunday is the bottom of the bracket at 5 o'clock. Top semifinal at 7:30. 7 p.m. regional championship on Tuesday, March 19th. More coverage to come all week long. Another team that is of interest here that is unbeaten hosting a regional. Yeah, Deja Bernard's Drury Panthers. The Benton grad was named the GLVC Defensive Player of the Year. Helped Drury storm to another conference tournament title. Drury will begin the postseason against Kentucky Wesleyan on Friday at 6 down in Springfield. Now, from the postseason back to conference tournaments, those rev up for Power 5 conferences this week, and K-State has taken quite the hit. Bruce Weber announced today that Dean Wade is doubtful to play in the Big 12 tournament down at the Sprint Center in KC. Weber said that Wade tweaked his foot in Saturday's win against Oklahoma. He returned to play the second half, led the Wildcats to a share of the Big 12 title. As for Kansas, Bill Self announced today that Gerald Vick will not return to the team this season. He has been on a leave of absence since February 7th for personal matters. Vick averaged 14 points per game in 23 appearances this year. All the action for area teams gets underway Wednesday. Mizzou will face Georgia in the first round of the SEC tournament Wednesday in Nashville. In the Big 12 tourney, K-State will take on the winner of TCU and Oklahoma State at 1:30 Thursday. Kansas will take on Texas at 8 on Thursday. Both those are quarterfinals down at the Sprint Center. And today in the NFL, legal tampering period opens so teams can begin negotiations with unrestricted free agents. Here's some of the top deals so far. Eagles quarterback Nick Foles signs with the Jaguars for 4 years, $88 million. Safety Landon Collins, the richest safety in NFL history, 6 years, $804 million. I wish I could play football. He's going to join the Redskins. And then, of course, from Saturday night, Antonio Brown dealt to the Raiders from the Steelers. They can all officially sign on Wednesday. That's your look at sports. We'll be right back with another check of your forecast.